free to unmute yourself or type into the chat box. Equipment you're going to need today. Oh, and I even forgot to get this. You're going to need a set of weights. A heavier and a lighter pair would be helpful. And then let me actually just grab this right now. You're going to need a TheraBand of some sort. I would prefer a lighter resistance one. So the lighter resistance ones are usually the yellow, the light blue, or the red colors. So stay on the lighter side for that. If you don't have a TheraBand, don't worry about it. You can do the same movements we're doing, but we'll do it without the TheraBand. And we're gonna use the TheraBand. That'll be the last circuit today. So you can kind of set that off to the side. And then remember with this class, I care more about your form and your alignment than I do about how fast you're moving or how much weight you're lifting. But that being said, if you want to make the class harder, you can increase your speed or increase your weight. And if you want to make it easier, you can do the opposite. So just do what feels right for you today. And let's get going. One sec. Okay. So we'll come back to a seated or standing grounded position of some sort. Now let's just start with a few shoulder circle rolls. Just coming into the body a bit more, noticing how things are feeling. Okay. We'll find a still point. We'll close the eyes or soften the gaze. Starting by finding that low belly breath. And then seeing if you can add a sway of some sort with your body, moving across your feet. And that could be a sway forward back or side to side, but just something that feels easeful for you. Maybe swaying in a circle feels good. And maybe just feeling that weight shift, whether it's across your sit bones or across your feet. Or just feeling the pressure differently as you sway from one direction to another. Trying to slow the breath down a little bit more. Just noticing where you feel the weight and going down through your body. All right, we'll take one more inhale. One more exhale. And we'll open the gaze. Good. Let's let everything hang heavy here. And just finding a nice, slow, heavy roll down to the ground. Let's pause for a moment at the bottom, finding that breath into the back of your ribs. And then rolling up on your next exhale. This time we'll lift arms up to the sky, letting everything lift and shrug up with you. And then you're going to rotate a little bit to your left and then rolling down. Good. Inhale at the bottom and exhale up. Stacking tall, taking a big reach up. Rotate the other way. Exhale to roll down. Taking an inhale at the bottom and exhale up. Good. And then let's bring hands behind the head. If that's hard for your shoulders, hands can cross in front of the chest. And I'm trying to touch your nose to your belly button, so rounding down. And then lifting the chest, finding some extension, looking up. That's it. Rounding down, nose to belly button. And then lifting and opening. That's it. Just nice and easy, rounding down. Lifting up. Yep, and last time, rounding down. And lifting. Good. Okay, then we'll bring arms out into a T and then just finding some big circles going backwards. Trying to open the shoulders behind you as far as you can. Yeah, and then can you start to pick up the pace a little bit? Two more. Good, and back to the center, shake everything out. You can give the legs a shake. Okay, and then we'll open the arms out into a T again, and we're gonna do a quick crossing of the arms, so kind of slapping the back of your shoulders and then open. Quick to close, slow to open. Quick close, slow open. Yeah, and then once you get the hang of that, picking up the pace a little bit, using some momentum with the arms going in both directions. Doing some Olympic swim warm-ups here. Making sure you're crossing, switching the direction your arms are crossed. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back to the center. Good. Okay, and then let's come into our running and pumping arms, right, left, right, left. And we're gonna find some rotations in here. So we'll go 4, 3, 2, 1. Open and rotate whichever side you're on. Broaden that wingspan. What's the furthest thing behind you you can see? And then pumping the arms. Yeah, just keeping a medium pace here. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open, rotate. What's the farthest thing behind you you can see? And pumping the arms. 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Maybe you can rotate a little bit further. Keep your eyes locked on that far object. And pumping. 3, 2, 1, and rotate. Again, maybe you can get a little further. Locking your eyes. And pumping. Good. And let's pick up the pace with that arm pump. Last few here. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And give everything a good shake. Okay, good. Let's take right arm, let's take a big reach up to the sky. Try to open the fingers as much as you can. if you're able to, and then coming into a side bend to the left, finding your breath into the open ribs, and then coming back to the center. That's it. Other arm reaches up, open, spread the fingers first, or you can pull the wrist back if that's easier, and side bend, breathe into the open ribs. Can you reach a little further out through that hand? And center. That's it. Switching sides, open the hand, reaching up, side bend. Reaching a little further. And center. Good. One more here. Reach up, open the hand or pull the wrist back, side bend. Good, and back to the center. Good, and then just taking your head and neck, finding a few circles coming around. Try to keep shoulders down and steady for this one. And we'll switch directions. Good, and coming back to the center, great. Okay, taking the hands and the wrist, just moving the joints a little more. Just starting with some wrist circles, so circling the hands around. If you're standing, you can find some ankle circles also. Yeah, and then starting to bring that into elbow circles, so circling the hands around the elbows. If you're standing, you can circle your knees around your ankles. You can rest your weight on your knees also. Good, and then let's just take that into some big forward arm circles this time. Really trying to move the shoulders back, and then they go up as you reach up, and then they go forward, and then they go down, back, up, forward, and down. Trying to get the shoulder blades really moving here. Making sure you're not holding your breath. Do one more. Good, and all the way down. Great. Okay, we'll find a lean forward here. So bringing hands to your knees, or if you need to, your elbows can come to your knees also. And we're gonna find our thread the needle. So let's take left hand. We'll reach it under the right arm, palm facing up, trying to reach as far as you can in that direction. And then rotating the other way, reaching up to the sky. That stabilizing hand will kind of stay on your lap though. So we keep that lean forward the whole time. Good, threading the needle through. And then opening up to the sky. Threading through one more time on the side. And then reaching up. Good, and coming back to the center. Yeah, and then other arm reaching through. And then reaching up. Yeah, making sure you're looking in the direction that hand is reaching, threading through, and reaching up. Good, and last one here, threading through. And reaching up. Good, and then coming back to the center. Okay, and I'm gonna have you lean forward. You can use one or both hands on the lap to support you. Touch the floor, and I'm gonna have you sit tall. You're gonna cross the arms over your chest, and then you're gonna reach up to the sky. Yeah, just those three movements here. Lean forward, touch the floor as close to it as you can. Cross the arms. You can switch the direction your arms are crossed if you can remember, and then reach up to the sky. That's it. Floor, cross shoulders, reach up. Floor, cross shoulders, reach up. Yeah, and once you get the hang of that, you can pick up your pace a little bit. Just adding a little bit of coordination into a slowed down burpee here. Floor, shoulders, and sky. Yeah, that's it. Nice, everyone. Let's do a couple more. And last one. Good, and back to the center and relax. Awesome. Okay. Go and give everything one last shake. Okay, so just a slight change with this one, with today's format. We're gonna start with the 6-minute circuit. Then we're gonna do just one Tabata circuit, and then we're gonna finish with several minutes of our band exercises. Okay, so starting with our 6-minute circuit, this will be 1 minute per exercise like we've been doing, and we'll go through that for 3 rounds. And we've got 2 combo movements for this. You're gonna have to remember this. Just find T. Okay, so for seated athletes, I would say grab your lighter weights for this one. Arms are going to be down by your side. You're going to lean forward. Remember, you can always use one hand on your lap if you need. You're going to pull the arms out into your reverse fly. Bring the arms back to the starting position. You're going to sit tall. And then you're going to do, let's do palms forward. T raise when you're seated tall, and then arms come down. So lean forward, reverse fly, and then sit tall, lift the arms into a T, and back down. Yeah, that's it. Lean forward, reverse fly, sit tall, arms into a T. That's it, you got it. Yeah. If you find that this one, because this one can be a little hard for fronts of the shoulders, if you find this one doesn't feel doable for you, you can do this one without weight. Just make sure when you're doing the reverse fly, you've got a pretty good lean forward, okay, so that we can get more into your back body for that one. Standing athletes for this one, you have the option to do a backward lunge. So say backward lunge on the right side, and then a knee lift on the right side. Backward lunge on the left, knee lift on the left. So just lifting that knee to about hip height if you're able to. If balance-wise that feels like too much of a challenge, you can even just quickly lift that foot off the floor. It doesn't have to be a full knee raise. Okay, so you choose. Okay, second exercise for seated athletes, and it will be similar for standing athletes, is going to be an overhead, I keep forgetting these, overhead press to a punch. We're going to do these alternating. So weights are going to start at the shoulders. So you're going to do one arm overhead press, and then bring it back down to shoulder height, and then you're going to punch that same arm forward. Yeah, kind of a slow overhead press, a quick punch forward. So, and you're going to alternate each side. So slow overhead press on the left, punch on the left, slow overhead press on the right, punch on the left. And you're just alternating back and forth between those two sides. Slow for the overhead part, fast for the punch forward. Standing athletes is a similar movement. Let's see, let me make sure I'm saying this right. But instead of your punch forward, you're gonna do a quick squat. So overhead press, quick squat, overhead press, quick squat. So it doesn't have to be a deep squat. You can kind of stay more shallow for those, so you can do them quick. All right. Then we're gonna move into a Tabata circuit of burpees. Okay, so you all know this one, but I'm just gonna explain this one again. We'll do this without the shoulder cross. That was just for fun in the warm-up. So hinging forward, tapping the floor or as close to the floor as you can, sitting tall, clapping the arms overhead. Yeah, tapping the floor, clapping overhead. Okay, you're trying to move through those as quick as you can. And then standing athletes, there's a couple options here. If you're unable to get down onto the floor, you can do the same movement, tapping the floor, clapping overhead. If you are able to get down onto the floor, hands will come in front of the feet. You can step or hop the feet back. You can drop into a push-up if you like. Step or hop the feet back in, and then jumping as you clap the hands overhead. Got hot in here already. Okay, and then we're gonna finish with, that's gonna be your Tabata. Remember Tabata, sprint for 20 seconds, rest for 10. Try to, if you wanna bring in some self-competition, count how many burpees you get for each set of 20 seconds. And try to maintain that number or beat that number. Okay, and then the last circuit, I'm just gonna talk you through as we do it, so I'm not gonna explain it, but we're just gonna be doing some banded movements. You've seen these chest openers around the world, all of that kind of stuff. So if you came late, make sure you grab a band, because we're gonna finish with that banded circuit. Okay, grab one last sip of water. And then we're going to start with that first circuit, our reverse fly to T, and we'll all stay together for that one. So you're going to want your lighter weight for this one. Sorry, I forgot to say this. Do your lighter weight for both of these exercises in this first circuit. But remember, if that's too easy, you can always increase your weight. Okay, get my clock. You're starting with your reverse fly to T. Here we go, on your marks, get set, and go. Remember to keep your palms facing forward when you do the T movement.
Oh Lord, here I go, get the highs and why the lows. They set me up with all these souls and I watch them fall like dominoes. Too long I've been on my feet, need more time but it don't come cheap. Someday I'll be on my knees and I pray my heart don't miss a beat. But here I am and I feel that rhythm, it's a lifeline that I've been given. All these colors in my head and I ask myself, is it over yet? Oh, there's a song that God only knows and it's keeping me dancing. Nobody knows how the melody goes, but it's keeping me dancing beside you.
3, 2, 1. Overhead press to punch. Standing athletes, you can add that squat and speed up the press. Low to press, fast to punch.
And when she fades, I know I might fall, but I won't care much because I've seen it all. But here I am, and I feel that rhythm. It's a lifeline that I've been given. All these colors in my head, and I ask myself, is it over yet? Is it over yet? Is it over yet? Is it over yet? Oh, there's a song that God only knows, and it's keeping me dancing. Nobody knows how the melody goes, but it's keeping me dancing.
10 seconds left. Got the circuit for 6 minutes. We'll find a good pace here. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Back to your reverse slide to T, or your backward lunge to knee lift. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back to your overhead press to punch or squat. Find a nice fluid breath here. 30 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your reverse slide to T or back slide. About 2 minutes left. Nice work, everyone. You got 20 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Last one, overhead press to punch or squat. Last minute here for the circuit. Nice work, everyone. 20 seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Good. You can set your weights down. We're going right into the Tabata for burpee. Remember to count your burpees if you want to compete with yourself a little bit. Okay, here we go. On your mark, set that and go. 20 seconds here.
Keep my hands on myself.
And stop.
Just a little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field?
3, 2, 1, and go.
I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still.
3, 2, 1, and stop. You're 1 minute in. 3, 2, 1, and go. Try to maintain whatever number you're at.
I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, I feel it still.
Keep going over. 3, 2, 1, and stop. You go longer than
That easy living, goodbye to my hopes and dreams.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go.
We could wait until the walls come down. It's time to give a little to the kids in the middle. Oh, till it falls, won't bother me.
3, 2, 1, and stop. You're 2 minutes in, 2 minutes to go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Lovers and a bitch for my heart to eclipse now. Might be over now, but I feel it still.
Nice work, everyone. Make sure you're not holding your breath for
I've
me.
been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, but I feel it
3,
still.
2, 1, and go. About a minute and a half left.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to
3, 2, 1, stop.
because a vision softly
Make sure you're catching your breath in between these.
scenes while I was
Last minute here. 3, 2, 1, and go.
that was landed in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo
One,
of
stop.
a street lamp.
All right,
I turned my collar
everyone.
to the cold and damp.
Last set here. 3,
When my
2,
eyes were
1,
staring
and
at
go.
the
Try to
flash of
squeeze
a
in 1 or 2
neon
more reps.
light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe. People talking without speaking. People hearing
3, 2,
without
1, and stop. Nice work, everyone. All right. You're on the home stretch. Go ahead and grab your band.
Fool said, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows.
And then, Saudi, maybe we'll go no music for this last one. Just go through what we do. Okay, cool. Okay, slowing it down a little bit, just coming to some shoulder work here. So we're gonna start, make sure I'm not stepping on this. We're gonna start palms facing up, elbows at 90 degrees. You can wrap, if ripping the TheraBand is hard, it's good. You can wrap the TheraBand around your wrists or around your hand. Okay, and we're just gonna do some external rotation, pulling the arms apart here. So keep your elbows pinching your ribs the whole time. And we're gonna pull the hands away from each other, slowly out, slowly in. Slowly out, slowly in. Elbows stay tight. Your forearms are gonna stay parallel with the floor, so don't let your forearms tilt up or down. Try to keep them nice and level. You want this resistance to feel relatively light and easy. We're working one of your smaller rotator cuff muscles here. Mhm. We'll go 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Let the arms come down. Give the shoulders a little shake or bounce. Remember, if you don't have a TheraBand, just doing the same movements with your shoulders is also really good for your shoulders. So no worries if you don't have a TheraBand. Okay, so this time, hands a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. On the TheraBand, we'll do our around the worlds. So elbows are going to stay straight. You can start with an overhead raise and then back down to the lap. You can start there if you'd like, but if you feel like you're able to do that full around the world, bringing the band behind you, remember, try to keep elbows straight the whole time, and then coming back in front of you. Mhm. That's it. Feeling that nice chest stretch as the arms come back behind you. Mhm. Last one here. And then back to the center. Good. Find a few shoulder rolls again. Okay, we'll just do a couple more here. You can keep the hands at the same distance they're at. We'll just do some chest openers. So elbows will stay straight-ish, hands at shoulder height, pulling the hands away from each other until the the strap touches your chest, and then back to the center. Yeah, and again, just doing these in a nice controlled way, not letting the band snap you back to the center. Making sure the tops of your shoulders don't take all of the work of this one. Try to put some of that work into that area between your shoulder blades. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center, all the way down. You can drop that band. Nice work, everyone. And then go ahead and just give yourself a big hug. Opening up that area between the shoulder blades. Let your body round down just a little bit. And try to put your breath into that area between the shoulder blades. Take one more breath there. And then coming back up to the center. Good. And letting the arms dangle down heavy by your side. We'll find a few ragdoll roll throughs. So letting the head, the neck, the shoulders droop off to your left. And then bringing that through the center, hanging heavy like a rag doll, coming up on the other side, and then coming back down on that same side. Rolling heavy through the center, coming up, and rolling back down. Through the center, and Up, that's it. One more going the other way. Good. And then coming up, awesome. And we'll take arms out in front of you. Give me the stop sign signal. And you're gonna imagine like you're pushing something heavy forward in front of you, just letting the upper spine round a little. Yeah, and then keep your arms out in front of you, but open, pull the chest through, sitting nice and tall. Pushing that heavy object in front of you. And then pulling the chest forward. Pushing and opening. Pushing and opening. Good, do two more. Last one, pushing and opening, and then taking, you can let the arms relax. Take your wrists, you can make a fist if you're able to, finding a few fist circle rolls. Good, and then coming back to the center. Let everything be heavy again. Find a slow, heavy roll down to the ground. Pausing at the bottom, taking a few breaths there. And then slowly rolling yourself back up. Good. And then just looking over one of your shoulders, noticing something in the room behind you. Maybe noticing the color of the walls, where the windows are. And looking over the other shoulder, just again noticing something in the room. Good. Let's do that one more time each side, looking over one shoulder. And then looking over the other shoulder. Coming back to the center. We'll find a still point here. We'll close the eyes or soften the gaze. Finding that low belly breath. And then finding that same sway we did in the beginning of class, whatever feels good. Forward, back, side to side, maybe swaying in a circle. And just feeling that weight shift, whether it's across your sit bones, your legs, across your feet. Just noticing that weight shift though. Go ahead and think of one thing you're grateful for today. We'll take one more inhale. One more exhale. And we'll open the eyes. All right. Thank you for joining everyone. I'm gonna pause this recording.